Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Garrick, and the company Neewer recently sent me their KM19 wireless lav mic to test out and review. And I will be completely honest with you right up front. This review did not go as I planned. My original plan, and I let the people at Neewer know this, but my original plan was to test this thing out on my Nikon Zf, which is new to me. If you've been following the channel, I just got it a month or two ago and love that camera and was looking forward to testing this thing out on my Nikon Zf. I also wanted to use it on my GoPro 11, and I also wanted to use it on my iPhone 11. But right away I ran into a problem. I could not get this thing to work on my GoPro. I could not get it to work on my Zf. Now, before you beat up Neewer, it could be operator error, I'm not sure, but I looked online, and what I was seeing online is that it's not compatible with GoPro. I didn't see any issues about the Nikon Zf, but so it could be operator error, I'm not sure, or it just doesn't sit properly in the microphone jack on the Zf, which is probably the case. So instead of pretending that everything went perfectly, I'm just going to review this lav mic, how I used it. And that's with my iPhone 11. And here's the thing. Once I tried it on the iPhone 11, it was a piece of cake, and I was pretty impressed. And before we go any further, Neewer did send this mic to me, but they're not paying me to say anything specific, and they don't have any final approvals before my video goes live. So what you're hearing from me, you've already heard it, but what you're hearing from me is my honest opinion and my honest experience with the Neewer KM19 wireless lav mic. All right, so let's start at the beginning. What is it? Well, the KM19 is a tiny wireless lav mic, definitely specialized for iPhone or Android phone, vloggers, interviews, social media content, that kind of thing. It comes in a small charging case. You get two lav mics and you get one transmitter, and the whole setup is tiny. Almost, I don't own earbuds, but it reminds me of like an earbud case, something that size or maybe even smaller. That's probably the first thing I actually noticed, is how small and compact this device is. And for somebody like me, and probably somebody like you who is carrying a lot of gear and doesn't want to add any more weight to their bag or backpack or sling bag, whatever they're carrying that day, it was probably a good fit. Now, real quick, let's talk about what frustrated me, and I've already kind of hit on it. I wanted to use it with my Nikon Zf. That didn't work. It could be a compatibility issue. It could be just the fact that the jack was not seating itself properly into the Nikon Zf jack. But to be totally fair, I don't think that the KM19 is really designed to work with mirrorless cameras or DSLRs, or maybe that's not the right way to say it. Maybe it's more, the better way to say it is that it's more specifically designed for iPhone and Android phone shooters and creators. So if you're looking for a wireless lav mic to go with everything, this might not be the one. And that's important because obviously compatibility matters. A microphone can sound awesome, but if it's not going to pair up with the gear that you have when you're out in the field, that's not going to make any difference at all. So after failed tests with the GoPro and a failed test with the Nikon Zf, I finally switched it over to my iPhone 11, and I was really glad I did because it paired up instantly and it sounds really, really good. The audio that I'm getting using this lav mic with my iPhone 11 is definitely noticeably fuller and cleaner and just a much better sound. Now, in a lot of cases, your iPhone 11 microphone might be okay for you. Like if you're in a quiet setting in a small room like I am right now and you're by yourself, there's no ambient noise, there's nothing going on, you've got total control of your surroundings. That might be a good situation for you just to use the iPhone 11 microphone. But the minute you get into a different type of situation, let's say you're out in the field and you need to record, or you can't be a foot and a half, 2 feet away from the camera when you're recording, you have to be further away. That's where a wireless lav mic is going to step in and really make a difference. And to prove that point, what I'm going to do right now is unplug the Neewer KM19 lav mic from my iPhone jack right now. All right, so I just unplugged it. We are now on iPhone 11 audio only, and I'm sure you can hear the difference. I'm sure you could hear the difference. When I'm using the lav mic, my voice sounds fuller, it sounds cleaner, there's more body to my voice. When I unplugged it, and you're hearing it right now, there's less body, it's not as full, it's not as deep, it's more shallow sounding audio. And again, this might do in a pinch. If this is all you had, you could probably get by with it. But I'm sure you've seen many YouTube videos that talk about audio is king. You can have, you know, kind of crappy video, but if your audio, and people will still watch, but if your audio is bad, it really frustrates people and they'll click off right away. So, but for right now, let's do a little test like we talked about. You know, as long as you're close. I am less than 2 feet away from my iPhone right now. Let me stand up, because these might be some situations that you find yourself out in the field. I don't know if the camera's gonna follow me. Probably not. Let's see. Whoop. So I will walk over here. Now I am like 8 feet away from the phone. Now I'm going to step out into the hallway. I'm 10 feet away. Maybe 12 feet away right now. So if you could imagine. Oh, now the tornado siren's going off, so that's a really good test. Every Tuesday morning, the first Tuesday of the new month, our tornado siren goes off, so you have to bear with that. But so right now I'm like 6 feet away. And now I'm back in my chair, a foot and a half away or so from the microphone. And there's the tornado siren. How nice is that? So, all right, so let's plug in the lav mic and we'll do the same test. And here it is. Look at how tiny this thing is, right? It's crazy. My fingernail, here it is. I mean, look at it. It's tiny. You get two of the lav mics. Here's the other lav mic. Again, fingernail, lav mic. Whoop. All right, so we're gonna plug in the transmitter. Neewer sent one of these, so it's a USB-C to Lightning. Just gonna plug it right in. All right, so the transmitter is plugged in. The microphone is right here. I just clamped it onto the string on my sweatshirt, and it paired up instantly. like instantly. It paired up. So let's do the same test. Again, I'm sitting in my chair. I'm 1.5 feet away from the camera, but can't always do that, right? So let's see what happens. So here I am again. I'm not talking any louder. Again, this is probably 7-8 feet away from the camera. Come back into the doorway, and now I'm 9-10 feet away from the phone. I don't know. Hopefully it sounds better. It better sound better, Neewer. I hope so. I'm sure it does. So now I'm back in the hallway. Now I'm gonna walk. I didn't do this on the first test, but we'll do it now just to see what happens when there's a wall in between the camera and the transmitter and the microphone. So I'm gonna walk down the hallway, and now I'm down the hallway, and I'm wondering, hopefully I still sound good. I'm coming back. Hopefully that test is good. And here we are. All right, after that real world test, I can definitely hear the difference. My voice with the lav mic sounds much fuller and much cleaner, and I like the audio coming out of the lav mic much better than the iPhone by itself. Now, is it studio quality? Absolutely not. But for somebody like me that's just doing YouTube videos, shorts, interviews, vlogs, travel videos, I think there's definitely noticeable improvement over the iPhone by itself. Real world use case, I can definitely see it if you create YouTube shorts. I can definitely see it if you create Instagram reels. I can definitely see it if you create TikToks, or if you're filming quick talking head style videos, or if you're just simply walking around with the camera and you're talking to the camera, or if you're a YouTube photographer like I am and you're out in the field and you just want to grab some quick video where you do talk to the camera and talk your audience through the shot that you're making. It's a super quick and simple setup that gets you going fast. In my opinion, that's where this little mic makes a lot of sense. So in conclusion, here's what I like. I love the size. I love the compact size of it, the portability of it. I love the ease of use when you've got it with the device that it pairs with. I love how it gives my voice that fuller, cleaner feel to it. And I love how simply it paired. When I used it on my iPhone 11, I literally just popped it in and hit the buttons and it paired instantly and I was ready to go. There was literally like no time. It was instantaneous. So that's really, really nice. The things I don't like, obviously talked about it, not going to beat the horse to death, but it didn't pair with the two cameras that I really wanted to try it on. And again, it could just because it didn't seat properly on the ZF, and I don't think it's meant to go with GoPro. So, but just be careful. If you're going to purchase this, just make sure that it's going to pair up with the device that you want to use it with. I also like the range on this thing. Neewer advertises that it has a range of up to 328 feet, which is further than I will ever be from my iPhone when I'm out recording. Neewer also advertises that it has 3 levels of sound quality, if you will. Level 1 being for indoor environments, like we're in right now. Level 2 being for outside landscape type of environments, and level 3 being for very busy, frantic, chaotic scenes where you will find yourself quite often if you're out creating content. Now for our video, we just did level 1 because that's all I'm at. That's all I can get to today is this indoor environment. Oh, and one other thing that I like, we didn't even talk about price. This microphone is on Amazon right now for less than $40. I want to say it's less than 38 something. I will put a screenshot up to show the exact price as of this recording, and this recording is being done on June 2nd, 2026. So yeah, for under $40, that's a pretty good deal to improve your videos greatly by improving the audio. All right, so in closing, I just want to say thank you to Neewer for trusting me to do a review of this product, the KM19 wireless lav mic. I appreciate the collaboration and the partnership. It's a great mic for the right device, and I certainly will be using this when I am recording with my iPhone, and that's typically right here at the desk. I do record a lot here, so I look forward to that. And with that, hey, thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. My name is Garrick. I am your very best friend in the whole wide world, and you all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell, because every once in a while your old buddy puts up a halfway decent video and you don't want to miss that one. We'll see you, everybody. Thanks, Neewer. Bye bye.